Hey everyone, Adam from Queen City Discraft here in Cincinnati, Ohio. I've been working on getting some other content out there, but that takes a little bit of time. So in the meantime, I've been fortunate enough to have Discraft send me 5 of their new discs coming out. 4 of them are in their new titanium plastic, and one of them is their first run drive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw these, see how they throw, measure their distance and how stable they are, similar to how I did in my putting video. I got my pointer reference out there, so I'm going to use that to measure how off center, left, or right these discs are, and I'm really curious to see how they throw. I don't throw bag any of these currently. The new titanium plastic feels really good. I like the grip, I like the style. I'm a big fan of the minimal stamp, or smaller stamps, less on the top. And let's just go through some of the discs that we have. We have the titanium Buzzz, titanium Cicada, first run drive, titanium Nuke, titanium Venom. The titanium is marketed as having a better grip with the same durability, and they got the swirl on it now, so a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. The drive is marketed as a distance driver for those with a softer arm, someone like myself, to say they can get a little bit more of a full rip and let it fly. So we'll see if that's true. So without further ado, let's get into the throws. Bad disc golfer. There's some pretty good discs out there. They do feel really nice. They look nice. It's been a long weekend for me. Traveled a lot. I made it a little bit longer by coming out here and doing some reviews of these discs. Also starting to lose some daylight, so I'm just gonna call that for the evening. Recorded all my throws, however terrible or good those might be, and so I'll get back to my computer, analyze the data, and then and come back with some of my final thoughts on everything. So you just see all the data that ran through. The molds all did what I expected them to do. The overstable disc finished left, the Buzzz flew straight, finished left, and the Cicada kind of finished more to the right and was more understable. Exactly what I expected to do, so no surprises there as far as stability. As far as the new titanium plastic goes, the grip was there. I didn't use any chalk or resin. It was hot that day. I went out and threw. I did have some discs slipping out early, and I think that could be remedied with a little bit of chalk and resin. But it wasn't every throw. It was maybe like 2 or 3 throws where the disc felt like it came out a bit early. The designs are great. They are kind of flexible. I don't think as stiff as the Z plastic. And I was really pleasantly surprised with some of these discs, as I have not thrown them before, with the exception of the Buzzz. And the Buzzz just did what a Buzzz does, flies straight and then kind of fades at the end. The Cicada was a really great disc, probably for my arm speed or anybody who throws similar to what I do. It will fly straight, get some turn, and then fade out at the end, and on average it was my farthest flying disc that I was throwing of these 5. The Nuke and Venom, both 13 speeds. I really don't throw 13 speeds or anything over a 12 speed. And I was pleasantly surprised with how well they held straight before actually fading out. Given my arm speed, the speed and the stability of these discs, I definitely thought they were going to crash out a bit earlier on me. But I definitely liked the way they flew. But probably wouldn't recommend them for my speed, or they would be recommended for somebody with a little bit higher arm speed. Finally, the drive. I like this one too. The plastic felt really good in my hand. It is an 11 speed, and I feel like if I were able to work this disc in a little bit more, it definitely would be a little bit farther flying for me. But I think it's also a good driving or a little bit overstable distance driver if you're not willing to go up to 12 or 13 speed. And it flew pretty well for me. With finishing left, flew straight, so no real issues. All in all, really happy with all 5 of these discs. Really like the drive. Again, if you have my arm speed, I would recommend that. The Cicada, would recommend that as well. If you have my arm speed. Buzzz, I think everybody knows what Buzzz does. And then higher arm speeds, go with the Nuke and Venom. And check out these new titanium plastic with their new blend. They're going to have some good grip, good looks, good feel. I think it's probably a step up from what they currently have in their titanium plastic. Thanks again for tuning in. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more data analytics in disc golf or for disc reviews, please feel free to like this video and share it, subscribe to our channel, or you can visit our store. The website is in the description. Thanks again for tuning in.